President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. He is welcomed by Lieutenant General Rowan S. Tolentino, Philippine Army, the Superintendent, Philippine Military Academy.
Tanghal! To! Mga pinuno, tanghal. To. Mga pinuno, baba. Kalis. Dala. Kalis. Baba. To! Mahal na Pangulo, handa na po ang talupad pandangal upang libutin. Tawat, hindi kamay. Na. Sabi mo, baka kamay. Na. Tanghal! To! Mga pinuno, tanghal. To. Mga pinuno, baba. Alis. Dala. Alis. Baba. To! Mahal na Pangulo, tapos na po ang parangal. Mga kasama, pinapaabot ang ating panauhing pandangal, His Excellency Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines, ang kanyang taus-pusong pasasalamat sa parangal na iginawad natin sa kanya ngayong umaga. Buhay! Mga Pino, baba, kalis. Mga Pino, handa dala. Kalis. Pangkat! Pakanan! Ano, pihit, pakanan. No.
Announcing the arrival of our guest of honor and speaker, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., Republic of the Philippines. May we request everyone to remain standing for the honors to the nation. Thank you. Please be seated. The regimental adjutant faces about, salutes, and renders report to the regimental commander that the cadet corps is formed.
In a short while, the regimental commander will give a series of commands for the corps to execute the manual of arms. Starting with right shoulder arms, left shoulder arms, port arms, order arms, Inspection arms. And finally, order arms.
The regimental commander orders the adjutant to account the troops. After receiving the reports, the regimental adjutant faces about, salutes, and renders report to the regimental commander. Sir, the corps, all present and accounted for. The regimental commander orders the adjutant to publish the order of the day. After publishing the order, the regimental adjutant gives the command officer censor march. He then proceeds to his position with the regimental staff as cadet officers from each battalion march forward to receive instructions from the regimental commander.
Communications, orders and disseminations must pass through proper channels. This is a practice observed in the military profession, which signifies the importance of the chain of command. Through the chain of command, a more effective and efficient working arrangement results among men in arms. Now, approaching the grandstand, ladies and gentlemen, are the members of the chain of command, the officers of the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines. Upon the salute of his officers, the regimental commander acknowledges, gives instructions, and directs them to proceed back to their respective posts. While inside the hallowed grounds of this great institution, The cadets must endure the challenging training. The military system characterizes and distinguishes the unique life inside PMA. It fosters punctuality, order, discipline, and respect for authority. By placing cadets in a uniform plane, it enables these young men and women to advance through self-reliance, initiative, and strength of character.
The regimental commander orders the court to present arms. To present the court to our guest of honor, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., Republic of the Philippines. The audience is requested to stand. Thank you. Please be seated.
Mahal na Pangulo, handa na po ang talupas Pandangal upang libutin.
Military ceremonial parades have been established to bestow honor to the Philippine flag, our national symbol. Recipients of awards and decorations are also accorded this honor. This is followed by the inspection of the troops, if the reviewing officer so desires. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. was born on 30 September 1957 and raised in the town of Patak, Ilocos Norte. He graduated in Oxford University in 1974 and earned a special diploma in social studies. For over 2 decades, he has dedicated his life to serving the Filipino people. He was elected as the governor of Ilocos Norte, and his term was marked by greater importance placed in improving the province's agriculture, promoting better market opportunities to local farmers, strengthening environmental policies for sustainable development. He was further elected as congressman and eventually as senator, where he served for several years as the chairman of the Senate Committee on Local Government. He strongly advocated reform and empowered through provision of more responsive national government support. As a leader of Filipino people, he stands steadfast behind his vision. Ladies and gentlemen, trooping in line before you is our guest of honor and speaker, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., Republic of the Philippines. He is accompanied by Lieutenant General Rowan S. Tolentino, Philippine Army, Superintendent of the Philippine Military Academy, and by the Regimental Commander, Cadet First Captain John Troy Albano, CCAFP. On 09 May 2022, he garnered the largest vote count of any presidential candidate in the nation's history. President Bongbong Marcos is committed to bring the new era in the Philippines that addresses the pressing problems and re-energize development in the country. He is further committed in uniting the nation and delivering brighter future for the people. He is happily married to the First Lady, Attorney Luis Liza Cacho Araneta Marcos, and blessed with 3 children. Looking back at history, trooping the line was brought about by the invasion of mainland Greece by the Dorians in 1200 BC. This is the act of inspecting the soldiers before and after each battle. Today, we still observe this military tradition to signify the common trust between the troops and their commander.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest of honor, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., Republic of the Philippines. Please be seated. At this juncture, we shall now witness the turnover ceremony of the chain of command of the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines. We have just witnessed the exchange of salutes by the outgoing and incoming cadet officers. We shall now proceed with the formal turnover of the CCAP chain of command. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now witness the exchanging of swords of the incoming and outgoing cadet officers. This symbolizes the formal turnover of the duties and responsibilities held by the outgoing cadet officers and lieutenants. This might be as simple as it symbolically looks. However, behind this is a load of burdensome task assigned to each counterpart.
Madasigon, Mandirigmang may dangal, simbolo ng galing at pagbangon. Honor above excellence. These are the values that their class upholds. As future leaders of our nation, it is important that they make a stand for the peaceful progress of our country. As the warriors and protectors of our land, they dedicate their lives for the peace and prosperity of mankind. Being on the grounds of this prestigious institution, they stand firm and proud to serve the Filipino people. As young soldiers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, they shall create a tight and boundless connection between every Filipino, maintaining freedom in our changing world. The hallowed grounds of our alma mater will help them achieve the values that are needed to preserve the peace. They will continue to serve as the guiding light of the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the nation. Their 4-year stays in the Academy, the PMA MADASIGON class of 2023, already instilled the lifelong concept of love for God and country, courage, duty, excellence, honor, humility, integrity, loyalty, respect, and solidarity. As they live and coexist in close association with their fellow cadets in this magnanimous institution, respect for the right of others becomes their way of life as they cherish the spirit of the Honor Code. Finally, after 4 long years of hard work and training comes graduation. The PMA MADASIGON class of 2023 are now marching forward in the hallowed grounds of this great institution. This event means a promotion of plebes to yearlings, the 3rd class cadets. It is another year of completion closer to their goals. To the 2nd class cadets, this signals that they shall assume overall leadership of the Corps. And to the seniors, graduation signifies the beginning of a life of self-service to our country and people as regular officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, the 310 members of the PMA MADASIGON class of 2023.
Attention call has just been sounded, signaling the entrance of the graduating class, the PMA MADASIGON of 2023.
On 20 September 2018, from 37 testing centers across the country, 28,366 young individuals took the Philippine Military Academy entrance examination. These aspiring cadets have undergone thorough screening and testing. After the complete physical exam, 377 aspirants were deemed worthy and given the opportunity to become a PMA cadet. By adversities and difficulties, they remain flexible to the barriers of obscurity through cooperation, confidence, and determination. Enlightened in modesty and equality, guided to propel their class to compete and excel, they are indeed the race of fearless warriors, the MADASIGON class of 2023.
Mahal na Pangulo, ang mga kadeting nakatagtang magsipagtapos, narito pong lahat.
Ladies and gentlemen, before you are the 310 proud members of the PMA MADASIGON class of 2023. At this point, We shall now witness the commencement exercises of the PMA MADASIGON class of 2023.
Please stand for the interfaith prayer.
Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God. And let us pray. O God, we come to you in thankfulness of this commencement exercises of PMA MADASIGON Class 2023 with His Excellency Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines, as guest of honor and speaker. Surround the graduating class with your grace. Bless them with hope so that they move into the future with eager and open hearts. Help them to put the knowledge, the skills, and the values gained through their education and training for the good of our country in their chosen profession. Inspire them to believe in the goodness of life, even when faced with challenges. As they commence with their lives, may they grow even more grateful and wise.
Lord God, our Heavenly Father, we are grateful for our beloved institution, the Philippine Military Academy, with whom great military officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines and leaders of our nation is minted. Grant upon Team PMA your love, grace, and your highest affirmation as it faithfully fulfills its mandated mission of producing principled, highly motivated, and competent military officers. May your empowering presence, light, and wisdom perpetually abide upon us, now and forever.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, we entrust to you these graduating cadets, to your divine providence and protection. Shield them against the enemy of body and soul. Strengthen their will to resist temptation, and sustain them with your constant provision. Bless the loving parents, brothers, sisters, relatives, foster parents, friends, and loved ones. Hear their silent prayers and reward their vicarious sacrifices. All this we humbly pray, forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. We will now hear the welcome remarks of the Superintendent, Philippine Military Academy, Lieutenant General Rowan S. Tolentino, Philippine Army.
Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. First of all, we would like to express our profound gratitude to our Commander-in-Chief and the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., for gracing the commencement exercises of the PMA MADASIGON Class of 2023. Maraming salamat po. May I also welcome the following: Senior Undersecretary Carlito G. Galvez Jr., Officer in Charge of the Department of National Defense; Secretary Eduardo M. Año, the National Security Advisor; General Andres C. Centino, Philippine Army, the Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines; His Excellency Miguel Utrey Delgado, Ambassador of Spain; Secretary Antonio Lagdameo Jr., the Special Assistant to the President; Secretary Cheloy Velicaria Garafil, the Presidential Communications Office Chief; the Honorable Henry Jean Paul Inting, Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the Philippines; our gracious host here in Baguio City, Honorable Mayor Benjamin B. Magalong; and Honorable Congressman Mark Go, former DND Secretary Delphine Lorenzana, Chairman of the BCDA, Cavalier Danilo A. Abinoja, the Chairman of PMAAAI, Police General Benjamin Acorda Jr., the Chief PNP, Coast Guard Admiral Artemio M. Abu, Coast Guard Commandant, Major Service Commanders, Lieutenant General Romeo S. Browner Jr., Philippine Army, Vice Admiral Toribio D. Adasi Jr., Philippine Navy, Lieutenant General Stephen P. Pareño, Philippine Air Force, distinguished guests who will be recognized later as they present awards, Cavalier Edelberto Adan, former SUP of PMA, distinguished members of the Foreign Armed Forces Attaches, senior officers present, Commodore Viduya, the Assistant Superintendent, Brigadier General Tuminis, the Commandant of Cadets, and Brigadier General Poli, the Dean of Academics, men, women, and civilian resource of PMA, distinguished guests, parents, relatives, friends, and loved ones of the graduating cadets. Muli, isang magandang umaga sa ating lahat na puno ng galak at pag-asa sa araw ng pagtatapos ng mga bagong kasapi ng sandatahang lakas ng Pilipinas. The members of the MADASIGON class of 2023 came from a very diverse background. Let me cite a few. All regions of our country is represented. 72 or 23% are female, and 238 or 77% are male. 59% are just high school graduates, but of course with honors. 34% came from low-income families. 22% from the middle class. 6% from high income and up. The rest are either lower or upper middle class. There are parents who are farmers, tricycle drivers, sidewalk vendors, construction workers, teachers, OFWs, engineers, medical professionals, KAFGU, military uniformed personnel, both active and retired, and others. Your Excellency, in fact, 2 of the parents were graduated by your father, the late President Ferdinand Marcos Sr., belonging to PMA Class 82, and now 41 years apart, you will be graduating their sons. To the graduating cadets, it is now my order for you to render the loudest round of applause to your families, especially to your parents and guardians. They are the ones to whom you are greatly indebted, the ones who unceasingly showered you with love, care, and support, regardless of their status in life. That paved the way to this milestone in your career. They were the ones who molded you for 17 to 22 years prior to your entry into the academy. You were already the best of the best, a precious jewel, and all the academy did was to grind and polish that jewel and prepare it for a noble use. As your superintendent, I extend my utmost respect to all of you for choosing to follow a life committed to serve our country and people. You have decided at your early age to forego with your carefree youth and decided to take on the challenge of unending sacrifice. While this new chapter in your lives as officers presents new challenges and carries with it heavier responsibilities and overwhelming tasks, may you never run out of reasons to continue with your sworn oath and passion to be of service to our nation and people. Continue to live by the ideals of courage, integrity, and loyalty inculcated to you by the Philippine Military Academy. Lastly, while you continue to widen your knowledge and sharpen your skills, may you never forget to continuously develop your character. As you progress in rank, always remember that you will be judged not merely by the number of suns or stars on your shoulders, but by how you lead and inspire people. At this point, sir, let me also acknowledge the recent graduates of the different foreign service academies. These officer candidates finished their one-year plebhood in PMA and were selected to be sent abroad, equally giving pride and honor to our country. We have here officer candidates Renz A. Kimpo and Aprilyn D. Enriquez from the Australian Defence Force Academy. Jos Vincent M. Abrea and Eric Roy Delgado, Republic of Korea Military Academy. Manuel D. Dumaya and Angelou Argaila from the Japan National Defense Academy. Thank you. Muli, maraming salamat po at mabuhay tayong lahat.
We shall now witness the presentation of the graduates by the Dean of Academics, Brigadier General Jose de Mar A. Poli, Corps of Professors.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you 310 strong members of the graduating class, MADASIGON class of 2023. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the course of study of the Philippine Military Academy. I hereby recommend that they be conferred the degree of Bachelor of Science in National Security Management, sir.
By the authority vested in me as the Superintendent of the Philippine Military Academy, I hereby declare you the members of the MADASIGON class of 2023 graduates and confer to you the degree of Bachelor of Science in National Security Management effective this date. Congratulations.
For having satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the course of study in the Philippine Military Academy, and upon the recommendation of the Academic Board, the PMA Superintendent have declared the members of PMA Class 2023 graduates and has conferred upon them the Bachelor of Science degree in National Security Management.
We shall now witness the distribution of diplomas and presentation of awards. The President of the Republic of the Philippines and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr. will present the diplomas and the awards. The Officer in Charge, Department of National Defense, Senior Undersecretary Carlito G. Galvez Jr., PMA Superintendent, Lieutenant General Rowen S. Tolentino, Philippine Army, the Commandant of Cadets, Brigadier General Julius A. Tomines, Philippine Army, and the Dean of Academics, Brigadier General Jose de Mar A. Poli, Corps of Professors, will assist the President. We will now call on the graduating class according to the Military President's List. The Military President's List is determined by their overall performance in all the academic and tactics courses during their stay in the Academy.
Cadet First Class, Warren de Guzman Leonor, Lipa City. For graduating number 1 in the Military President's List of Class 2023, the Presidential Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Leonor. The award is presented by His Excellency Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines. Cadet First Class Leonor is also awarded the academic distinction of cum laude for obtaining an academic cumulative grade point average of at least 8.5 and minimum course grade of 8.0 and belonging to the upper 25% of the class. For being the #1 graduating cadet joining the Philippine Air Force, the Philippine Air Force Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Leonor. The award is presented by Lieutenant General Stephen P. Pareño, Philippine Air Force, the Commanding General. For being #1 in the Military President's List, Cadet First Class Leonor will receive the Joint Military Assistance Group Saber presented by Colonel Edward R. Evans, the Chief for JUSMEG Philippines. As the top performing graduate joining the Philippine Air Force, Cadet First Class Leonor will also receive the Australian Defense Best Overall Performance Award presented by Colonel Paul Barta, CSC, the Australian Defense Attaché. For graduating #1 in all socio-humanistic subjects offered by the academic group, Cadet First Class Leonor will also receive the Spanish Armed Forces Saber presented by the Spanish Ambassador to the Philippines, His Excellency Miguel Utrey Delgado. Cadet First Class Leonor is also the recipient of the following awards: Academic Group Award, Tactics Group Award, Management Plaque, Social Sciences Plaque, National Security Studies Plaque, Air Force Professional Courses Plaque, Sports and Physical Development Unit Plaque, and the General Antonio Luna Award.
Cadet First Class Edmundo D. Logroño, Manito Albay. For graduating #2 in the Military President's List of Class 2023, the Vice Presidential Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Logroño. For being the #1 graduating cadet joining the Philippine Army, the Philippine Army Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Logroño. The award is presented by Lieutenant General Romeo S. Browner Jr., Philippine Army, Commanding General, Philippine Army. For being the #1 graduating cadet in aptitude, conduct, leadership courses, and extracurricular activities, and for not committing Class 1 or 2 throughout his cadetship, and for occupying a position of responsibility, whether as part of the chain of command or cadet in charge of a cadet organization or corps squad. The Aguinaldo Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Logroño. The award is presented by Mr. Jedediah Suntay of the General Emilio Aguinaldo Foundation. As the top performing graduate joining the Philippine Army, Cadet First Class Logroño will also receive the Australian Defense Best Overall Performance Award, presented by Colonel Paul Barta, CSC, the Australian Defense Attaché. Cadet First Class Logroño is also a recipient of the Army Professional Courses Plaque, as well as the Department of Tactical Officers Plaque.
Cadet First Class Nicole Buque Sarmiento, Butuan City. For graduating #3 in the Military President's List of Class 2023, the Secretary of National Defense Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Sarmiento. The award is presented by Senior Undersecretary Carlito G. Galvez Jr., Officer in Charge, Department of National Defense. Cadet First Class Zenzen Sobosobo Caiton, Dupax del Norte, Nueva Vizcaya. Cadet First Class Resmar Kagawan Cantor, Bugalyon, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class Cantor is also awarded the academic distinction of cum laude. For being the #1 graduating cadet joining the Philippine Navy, the Philippine Navy Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Cantor. The award is presented by Vice Admiral Toribio D. Adasi Jr., Philippine Navy, Flag Officer in Command, Philippine Navy. As the top performing graduate joining the Philippine Navy, Cadet First Class Cantor will also receive the Australian Defense Best Overall Performance Award presented by Colonel Paul Barta, CSC, the Australian Defense Attaché. Cadet First Class, Rojan Jami Macario, Zamboanga City.
Cadet First Class, Samuel Samya Banak, Quezon City. Cadet First Class, Kimberly Kate Roque Lawingan, Sadanga Mountain Province. Cadet First Class, Rico J. Banglos Fernandez, Molave, Zamboanga del Sur. For graduating as #1 in all military leadership courses, the Association of Generals and Flag Officers in Command Award is presented to Cadet First Class Fernandez. The award is presented by Vice Admiral Emilio C. Marayag Jr., Philippine Navy, retired, President AGFO. Cadet First Class Fernandez is the recipient of the Department of Leadership plaque. Cadet First Class, Arla Krish Kinahingan Bahingawan, Kiangan Ifugao. For having an outstanding performance in law courses, for having the highest performance rating in all law-related activities inside and outside the academy, for not having been awarded a Class 1 offense during her cadetship, and for belonging to the upper quartile of her class. The Chief Justice Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Bahingawan. The award is presented by Honorable Henry John Paul B. Inting, Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the Philippines. Cadet First Class Bahingawan is also the recipient of the Humanities Plaque and shall also receive a gift from the Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the Philippines. Cadet First Class, Maria Isabel Licawen Versosa, Baguio City. Cadet First Class Versosa is awarded academic distinction of cum laude. Cadet First Class, Sidney Paulo Caballe Sismundo, Cebu City. Cadet First Class, Sidney Paulo Caballe Sismundo, Cebu City. Cadet First Class, Daniel Louis Castor Castor, Kalinog, Iloilo. Cadet First Class Castor is awarded the academic distinction of cum laude.
Cadet First Class, John Andrew Picardal Acala, Oras, Eastern Samar. Cadet First Class, John Troy Bailon Albano, Tagum City. For graduating as the Regimental Commander of the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines, the Chief of Staff Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Albano. The award is presented by General Andres C. Centino, Philippine Army, the Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines. Cadet First Class Albano is also the recipient of the Mathematics plaque. Cadet First Class, Francine Noel Castillo Cagasan, Ragay, Camarines Sur. Cadet First Class, Alvin Balaki Uday, Amulong, Cagayan. Cadet First Class Uday is awarded the academic distinction of cum laude. Cadet First Class, Kasey Marie Cohat Chua, Cagayan de Oro City. Cadet First Class, Ryle Legaspi Romerosa, Iligan City. Cadet First Class Romerosa is awarded the academic distinction of cum laude. Cadet First Class, James John Joso Gonzaga, San Mateo, Rizal. Cadet First Class, Krisha May Eugenio Bumanglag, Baguio City.
Cadet First Class, Jewel Ariel Dulay Wangwang, Bontoc Mountain Province. Cadet First Class Wangwang is the recipient of the Information Technology Plaque. Cadet First Class, J.L. Dison Escauriasa, Pagadian City. Cadet First Class Escauriasa is awarded the academic distinction of cum laude. Cadet First Class, John Ross Langkit Ogang, Tinglayan, Kalinga. Cadet First Class Ogang is awarded the academic distinction of cum laude. For being #1 in athletic-related activities, intramurals, and sports participation among male cadets, the Athletic Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Ogang. The award is presented by Honorable Benjamin B. Mangalong, Mayor, Baguio City. Cadet First Class, Josel Jeron Alindada Nazareno, Pinamalayan, Oriental, Mindoro. Cadet First Class, Raylan Salas Valencia, Angeles City. Cadet First Class, Patrick Obrador Bautista, Lipa City.
Cadet First Class, John Nicolas Kawili Bustillo, La Trinidad, Benguet. Cadet First Class, Kesi Igid Layagan, Sagada Mountain Province. Cadet First Class, Sheila May Villarreal Magistrado, Iriga City. Cadet First Class, Richter James Hinco Escobia, Tacurong City. Cadet First Class Escobia is awarded the academic distinction of cum laude. Cadet First Class, John Carlo Macalindong Irlandes, Naik, Cavite. Cadet First Class, Jamiline Jami Macario, Zamboanga City. Cadet First Class, Regent Pearl Rombawa Reyes, President Quirino Sultan Kudarat. Cadet First Class, John Lloyd Melchor Lopez, General Santos City. Cadet First Class, Jezel May Duyan Polistico, Sibagat, Agusan del Sur. Cadet First Class, Ana Pamela Descalzo Balyo, Bocaue, Bulacan. Cadet First Class, Eugene Daliwag Alfonso, Tubo, Abra. Cadet First Class, Margot Joy Segui Chavez, Marikina City. Cadet First Class, Mishi Raline Belicario Libumfasil, Iligan City. Cadet First Class, Andrili John Gitiring Dangilan, Peña Blanca, Cagayan. Cadet First Class, Charen Sargado Palmares, Don Carlos Bukidnon.
Cadet First Class, Dexter Joseph Palisok Ariola, Taguig City. Cadet First Class, Mark Bernard Udang Lopez, Iligan City. Cadet First Class, Lizelle Ann Haspe Galyaza, Iloilo City. Cadet First Class, Edlin Grace Pastolero Bugawan, Santa Barbara, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class, Froiland Muñoz Baro, Lupon, Davao Oriental. Cadet First Class, Mary Juvel Sison Villarmea, Iligan City. Cadet First Class, Bian Lester Jaime Go, Davao City. Cadet First Class, Kurt Linox Pagkaliwangan Kamba, Lipa City. Cadet First Class, John Israel Melendres Mesahon, Quezon City. Cadet First Class, Henry Carcosa Cordova Jr., Pikit, North Cotabato. Cadet First Class Cordova is awarded Academic Distinction of Cum Laude. Cadet First Class, John Eric Laoyan Awakan, La Trinidad, Benguet. Cadet First Class, Jean Kenneth Vallejo Sunyas, San Jose City. Cadet First Class, Syra Dion Naldo Buhain, Tanza, Cavite. Cadet First Class, Patrick Estero Agpalo, Baguio City. Cadet First Class, Ail Krael Marcelo Soriano, Angadanan, Isabela. Cadet First Class, Prince Edgar Soriano Magno, Lingayen, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class, Renan Joshua Leviste Pitogo, Lipa City. Cadet First Class, Keith Sean Henes Vitor, Lapu-Lapu City.
Cadet First Class, Karil Rico Rico, Lingayen, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class, Alanis Solomon Adasi, Lamut, Ifugao. Cadet First Class, Mark Jeffrey Canyo Arrogante, Owas, Albay. Cadet First Class, Justin James Rancon Garcia, Wao, Lanao del Sur. Cadet First Class, Ron Glenn Coracero Valeroso, Siniloan, Laguna. Cadet First Class, Arvin Saavedra Soriano, Pandacan, Manila. Cadet First Class, Ron Godfrey Wagawag Bawalan, Pasil, Kalinga. Cadet First Class, Alexander Joel Piquero Abregana, Malaybalay City. Cadet First Class, Glidel Ann Haveliana Odal, Kandihay, Bohol. Cadet First Class, Gabriel Cabrera Piolino, Mandaluyong City. Cadet First Class, Leo Harley Padayaw Jokno, Taguig City. Cadet First Class, Arian Novi Agravante Gomugda, Iloilo City. Cadet First Class, Jason Hinakay Sierra, Cagayan de Oro City. Cadet First Class, Glenn Kimbongan Laoyan, Atok, Benguet. Cadet First Class, Josh Raven Ace Milan Rabanes, Cebu City. Cadet First Class, Jeslan Gale T. Cubillas, Butuan City. Cadet First Class, Joseph Gabriel Renedo Gamayo, Bacnotan, La Union. Cadet First Class, Israel John Daguob Abraham, Silay City. Cadet First Class, Jasper Sandre Rutor Pabiliar, Lucena City. Cadet First Class, Charlene Joy Gabriel Cueno, Indang, Cavite. Cadet First Class, Vince Lowell Lianes Icaro, Lipa City.
Cadet First Class, John Ray Anticamara Sumanoy, Iligan City. Cadet First Class, Stephen John Villalobos Camangyan, Mabalacat City. Cadet First Class Fitzel May Bayawa Lial, Luna Apayaw. Cadet First Class Lara Mendoza Almario, Santa Rosa, Laguna. Cadet First Class Marthy Fabaan de Ocampo, Bontoc Mountain Province. Cadet First Class Juanito Guanzo Jr. Gakayan, Burgos, La Union. Cadet First Class Precious Katapang de Mesa, Valenzuela City. Cadet First Class Lian Arsen Navarro Sadural, Mandaluyong City. Cadet First Class Rav Brainer Hernandez Lopez, General Emilio Aguinaldo, Cavite. Cadet First Class Rocky Bataklao Watangan, Tadian Mountain Province. Cadet First Class Raja Eza Mahed Dador Karudin, Parang, Maguindanao. Cadet First Class Arvin Kyle Concepcion Albano, Sinait, Ilocos Sur. Cadet First Class Angela Jane Palmares Tancho, Davao City. Cadet First Class Irish Antoinette Melio Borromeo, San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. Cadet First Class Reina Andrea Balin Madrid, Santo Domingo, Albay. Cadet First Class Robert J. Mejia Adorador, Labangan, Zamboanga del Sur. Cadet First Class Paulo Angelo Hindang Domingo, Pasig City. Cadet First Class Ranil Bongcato Landicho Jr., San Jose City, Nueva Ecija. Cadet First Class Maria Justine Panol Martinez, Busud, Camarines Norte. Cadet First Class Tito Lesser Noe Vingwa, Puerto Princesa City.
Cadet First Class Owen James Banisa Lubrica, Baguio City. Cadet First Class Jed Cedric Busita Recinto, Lipa City. Cadet First Class Miller John Palacio Cajeles, Cagayan de Oro City. Cadet First Class Jeza Trisha Faith Pasking Olao, sa Dangal Mountain Province. Cadet First Class Kiel Buhungan Galap, Lagawe, Ifugao. Cadet First Class Carlo Andre Dulos Valencia, Carmona, Cavite. Cadet First Class Valencia is the recipient of the Natural Sciences plaque. Cadet First Class John Liuver Ordoña Manalo, Socorro Oriental, Mindoro. Cadet First Class, Joyce Alexi Abanico Sumo, Lipa City. Cadet First Class, Jervil Pascual Bamong, Silago Southern Leyte. Cadet First Class, Juan Miguel Idanyo Rama, Cebu City. Cadet First Class, Glenn Christy Zosa Umandam, Pagadian City. Cadet First Class, Jasper Balishado Balunso, Santo Domingo, Albay. Cadet First Class Balunso is the recipient of the Navy Professional Courses plaque. Cadet First Class, Jake Roed Jamos Reyes, Santa Rita, Pampanga. Cadet First Class, Alex Sodela Gaminde, Baguio City. Cadet First Class, Michael Andre Hernandez Custodio, Lucena City. Cadet First Class, Jordan Lacwasan Pachogo, Bauco Mountain Province. Cadet First Class, Gabriel Lorenzo Declaro Salonga, Antipolo, Rizal.
Cadet First Class, John Carlo Baitan Pesimo, Manito, Albay. Cadet First Class, John Chris Andan Galusmo, Kabangkalan City. Cadet First Class Galusmo is the recipient of the Journalism Award. Cadet First Class, Juni Mel Ampuan Cueto, Iligan City. Cadet First Class, Den Razir Del Gulam Ahmad, Lapu-Lapu City. Cadet First Class, Rainzel Gasmen Morales, Igig, Cagayan. Cadet First Class, Jenica Ira Cagas Mancera, Tampakan, South Cotabato. Cadet First Class, Alvin Glenn Pascua Baris, Claveria, Cagayan. Cadet First Class, Junin Dens Ferolino Bauzon, Midsayap, North Cotabato. Cadet First Class, Erickson Tadle Bendanillo, Kauswagan, Lanao del Norte. Cadet First Class, Julian Glee Hachero Lamparero, Santa Barbara, Iloilo. Cadet First Class, Jobert Mar Biros Olarve, Bacoor City. Cadet First Class, Kim Kendrick Uriel Orlarte Agatep, Lapu-Lapu City. Cadet First Class, Dean Buen Oyando, Tabuk City. Cadet First Class Silas Dusalen Dao, Sabangan Mountain Province. Cadet First Class Astrid J. Delgado Caindoy, Kalibo, Aklan. Cadet First Class Emmanuel Fernandez Carido, Binmalay, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class Andre Kim Arzaga Shoko, Pamplona, Cagayan.
Cadet First Class Emilio Aninag Abella Jr., Solana, Cagayan. Cadet First Class Dennis Dapon Gartalia, Libungan, Cotabato. Cadet First Class Raymark Pawig Tungkol, Enrile, Cagayan. Cadet First Class Ivan Jeff de Guzman de la Cruz, Baguio City. Cadet First Class Vincent Joshua Ogay Maglasang, Baguio City. Cadet First Class James Marrero Pamplona, Tanawan City. Cadet First Class Christian Lowell Hanapin Salem, Lipa City. Cadet First Class Mary Avegin Janco Cantor, Muntinlupa City. Cadet First Class Nitzi Joy Bagona Lumilis, Zamboanga, Sibugay. Cadet First Class Dwayne Paul Dante Sotelo, Pagsanhan, Laguna. Cadet First Class Neo Angelo Galletes Celeste, Malasiki, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class Charmaine Barluado Villagracia, Coronadal City. Cadet First Class Matthew Macaraeg Santos, Taguig City. Cadet First Class Yuan Laurenz Hugay Santos, Tarlac City. Cadet First Class Vince Michael Belen Goles, Santa Rosa, Laguna. Cadet First Class Carl Brian Barreza Andaya, Pasay City. Cadet First Class Francis Rafael Haner Huet, Las Piñas City. Cadet First Class Ralph Joven Esaga Vestal, Cabadbaran City. Cadet First Class Christopher John Acudili Soriano, Pasay City. Cadet First Class Michael Pierre Cudal Boregas, Makati City. Cadet First Class Billy James Estomata Pia, San Mateo, Rizal.
Cadet First Class John Christopher Antonio Garcia, Pasig City. Cadet First Class Jose Dugay Agpuldo, Luna Apayao. Cadet First Class Mike Ivan Palencia Sabes, Aracan, North Cotabato. Cadet First Class Riker Kuwayan Taduran Mora, Iriga, Camarines Sur. Cadet First Class Daris Allen Dimapilis Bendo, General Emilio Aguinaldo Cavite. Cadet First Class Vincent Totanes Mayames, Baucom Mountain Province. Cadet First Class Kenzon Pakyaya Piluden, Baguio City. Cadet First Class David Carlo Babo Manuel Lumaang, Luba Abra. Cadet First Class Maika Balang Aludos, Alfonso Lista Ifugao. Cadet First Class Elvin Arnold Gubiaon, Paracelis Mountain Province. Cadet First Class John Allen Mandokdok Villavicencio, Lipa City. Cadet First Class Charlene Joyce Completo Duran, Lapu-Lapu City. Cadet First Class John Victor Castroverde Maestrado, Malaybalay City. Cadet First Class Luis Ferdinand Dualin Coloma, Lipa City. Cadet First Class Samantha Lorraine Santos Jose, Pasig City. Cadet First Class Eleanor Grace Gagarin Impang, Iligan City. Cadet First Class Ricardo Taduran Jaciel III, Naik, Cavite. Cadet First Class Dane Maika Halata Gallardes, Calibo, Aklan. Cadet First Class Faiz Sali Macaraya, San Andres, Bukid, Manila. Cadet First Class Kent Adrian Manalo Lumaktod, Cagayan de Oro City. Cadet First Class Jabriel Gabatin de Jesus, Puerto Princesa City.
Cadet First Class Thomas Isaac Lacaba Auyang, Lipa City. Cadet First Class Eliza Agnes Sanchez Harina, Marihatag, Surigao del Sur. Cadet First Class Kevin Christian Teodoro Doliente, Maykawayan, Bulacan. Cadet First Class Eliza May Beltran Bergado, Magallanes, Cavite. Cadet First Class Kent Chan de Fanturong, Minglanilla City. Cadet First Class Rose Ann Sembrana Valdez, Mangaldan, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class, Jose Eduardo Vivencio Lumbera Gongona, General Santos City. Cadet First Class, Nicole Cunanan Lamigo, Aritao, Nueva Vizcaya. Cadet First Class, Silvestre Gomez Ocampo, La Trinidad, Benguet. Cadet First Class, Janfer Provido Porlas, Antipolo City. Cadet First Class, Eldridge Ozair Sukda Garcia, Valencia City. Cadet First Class, Uriel Shem Tandingan Cabasog, Tabuk City. Cadet First Class, Mark Clemens Dakula Manalo, Taguig City. Cadet First Class, Keith Joshua Macan Pedro, Plaridel, Bulacan. Cadet First Class, Jane Moral Ilagan, Palayan City. Cadet First Class, Christian Erwin Faraque Escano, Santa Rosa, Laguna. Cadet First Class, Warren Marcos Lagangilang, Itogon, Benguet. Cadet First Class, Carlos Rosel Ayumana Jr., Magalona, Negros Occidental. Cadet First Class, Ulysses John Facun Balandang, Gimba, Nueva Ecija. Cadet First Class, Treb Patenya Policarpio, Pililla, Rizal.
Cadet First Class, Rafael Andro Cahoy Hentalyan, Cagayan de Oro City. Cadet First Class, Elmark Obial Ateneo, Barlig Mountain Province. Cadet First Class, Jenny Oplimo Oblianda, Midsayap, North Cotabato. Cadet First Class, Colonel Andrew Lorin Picar, Panabo City. Cadet First Class, Ruby Anglia C. Regidor Gegare, General Santos City. Cadet First Class, Joshua Meliton Kiambao Ahamil, Makati City. Cadet First Class, Naomi Nisi Cordero Poblete, Cabatuan, Iloilo. Cadet First Class, Macy Stefan Guntang Bautista, Pasay City. Cadet First Class, Joanna Marie Agupe Labiano, Taguig City. Cadet First Class, Algin Labador Lagar, Gasan, Marinduque. Cadet First Class, Hejen Gregorio Marquez II, Santa Maria, Bulacan. Cadet First Class, Prince Hart Guevara Bangay, Digos City. Cadet First Class, Ayesa Hablado Abubakar, Malaybalay City. Cadet First Class, Carl Angelo Abuan Bukida, Bayog, Zamboanga del Sur. Cadet First Class, Kevin Ebonia Gonzalez, Zamboanga City. Cadet First Class, Christian Herrera Abrina, Virac, Catanduanes. Cadet First Class, Desimur Kitayen Guillermo, Cabacan, North Cotabato. Cadet First Class, Randel Amosco Agana, Tacloban City. Cadet First Class, Maria Angelica Nicole Pedrosa Tan, Santa Rosa City. Cadet First Class, Jerome Andal Mendanya, Cuenca, Batangas. Cadet First Class, Erul Maron Trillana Tonzo, Iligan City.
Cadet First Class, Donis Darwin Val Bungihan Pale, Villaverde, Nueva Vizcaya. Cadet First Class, Titus Emmanuel Heron Laurel, Taguig City. Cadet First Class, Lubert Dermiel Lapizar Nava, Lingayen, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class, Annabel Lagundi Agliam, Peña Blanca, Cagayan. Cadet First Class, John Iron Carrasco Calugtong, Maria Aurora, Aurora. Cadet First Class, Jodemar Montilla Cabulisan, Tuguegarao City. Cadet First Class, Mary Nicole Taran Llamas, Cebu City. Cadet First Class, Joneso Jess Sablan Reyes, Catbalogan City. Cadet First Class, Kino Brian Ordonez de la Cruz, Baguio City. Cadet First Class, Devora Faye Ramones Solier, Gamu, Isabela. Cadet First Class, John Van Eyck Dangiwan Hortelano, Pinukpuk, Kalinga. Cadet First Class, Ernesto Verwasa Jongon Jr., Dumaguete City. Cadet First Class, Aaron Matthew Francisco Adelantar, San Isidro, Nueva Ecija. Cadet First Class, Mark Jericho Tadeo Moreno, Pandacan, Manila. Cadet First Class, Angelo Espiritu Carangian, Enrile, Cagayan. Cadet First Class, Mabel Orgula Jomento, Science City of Muñoz. Cadet First Class, Mark Timothy Alcarde Pae, Baguio City. Cadet First Class, Nicole Labrada Ainera, Tayabas City. Cadet First Class, Aliyah May Fresas Lopinac, Hermosa, Bataan. For being the #1 in athletic-related activities, intramurals, and sports participation among female cadets, the Athletic Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Lopinac. The award is presented by Honorable Benjamin B. Magalong, Mayor, Baguio City.
Cadet First Class, Lyle Ian Tanggawan Dator, Baguio City. Cadet First Class, Apple Alpia Misal Abit, Ragay Camarines Sur. Cadet First Class, Robert Gulpan Maghilom Jr., Tukuran, Zamboanga del Sur. Cadet First Class, JV Mark Dalida Gloriani, Maragondon, Cavite. Cadet First Class, Edwin Santiago Timbangan Jr., Baguio City. Cadet First Class, Joseph Andre Bagasbas Bolalin, Pasay City. Cadet First Class, Curvy Pulbos Undang, Cebu City. Cadet First Class, Abraham Mark Enriquez Tibaldo, Baguio City. Cadet First Class, Zimri Miko Quinones Cambonga, Dumaguete City. Cadet First Class, Riel Fernan Fortuito Orculio, Sibulan, Negros Oriental. Cadet First Class, Liam Wheeler Pangkat Teem, Sadanga Mountain Province. Cadet First Class, John Carlo David Catanhal, Binyan, Laguna. Cadet First Class, Marboy Kalanhi Lumawig, Ambagyo, Nueva Vizcaya. Cadet First Class, Dexon Ray Binalingbing de Guzman, San Juan, Batangas. Cadet First Class, Kyle Egipto Enoferio, Zamboanga, Sibugay. Cadet First Class, Camilo Briones Oroc Jr., Cebu City. Cadet First Class, Jonathan Ramirez de Guzman, Magaldan, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class, Seth Russell San Juan Mateo, Taguig City. Cadet First Class, John Paul Zipagan Lagitao, Peña Blanca, Cagayan Valley. Cadet First Class, Dayan Faye Ariola Nato, Legazpi City.
Cadet First Class, James Pumihik Tuginay, Kiangan, Ifugao. Cadet First Class, Caleb Kabatingan Reconalia, Iloilo City. Cadet First Class, Franz Monico Pai Rosal, Davao City. Cadet First Class, Kent Lloyd Linugao Tan, Davao City. Cadet First Class, Lian Nasser Quiles Carrion, Taguig City. Cadet First Class, Gerson Suarez Merca, San Mariano, Isabela. Cadet First Class, Eliza Marie Fontanilla Lavapie, Bacnotan, La Union. Cadet First Class, Carl Kili Tauli, La Trinidad, Benguet. Cadet First Class, Mark Van Angel Palad Zabala, Tarlac City. Cadet First Class, Queen Elizabeth Toledano Barcelon, Calapan City. Cadet First Class, Debbie Andrew Nonalida Novisteros, Mlang, North Cotabato. Cadet First Class, Eleazar Ferrer Barnachea, Pasig City. Cadet First Class, Peter Mark Bossy Bakay, Las Piñas City. Cadet First Class, Angelo Gabriel Gardo Pascua, Baguio City. Cadet First Class, Rowan Julius Dumalina Kigaw, City of Ilagan, Isabela. Cadet First Class, Rizaldi Cati Hermoso II, Lagawe, Ifugao. Cadet First Class, Jericho Brian Lorenzana Abrenica, Banga, South Cotabato. Cadet First Class, Van Clark Custodio Campbell, Quezon City. Cadet First Class, Rixer Bernaldez Sepocado, Mati, Davao Oriental. Cadet First Class, Antonio Raimundo Alviar Bungolan, Santa Rosa City. Cadet First Class, Duke Vincent Rafanan Reforba, Baguio City.
Cadet First Class, Ryan Kevin Juliano Flojo, Mabalacat City. Cadet First Class, Jeff Francis Lumaino Tubalado, Taguig City. Cadet First Class, Ferdinand Villanes Suelan Jr., General Santos City. Cadet First Class, Charilyn Centino Banwa, Tabaco City. Cadet First Class, Mark Anthony Herabon Katipay, Tangub City. Cadet First Class, Albert Foster Calip, Difon Quirino. Cadet First Class, Paul Jerome Ventura Grajo, Makati City. Cadet First Class, John Ace Rabe Ricafranca, Ligao City. Cadet First Class, Cyprus John Ursais Oribiana, Caloocan City. Cadet First Class, Publio Roland Grimaldo Benosa III, Baao, Camarines Sur. Cadet First Class, Jexi Timekpao Padong, Sabangan Mountain Province. Cadet First Class, Lance Elizer Cardines Batayan, Tabuk City. Cadet First Class, Hexel Duke Cogal Gregas, Asuncion, Davao del Norte. Cadet First Class, John Kyle Gonya Benitez, Butuan City. Cadet First Class, Kim John Homer Acaso Jumawan, Iligan City. Cadet First Class, Mark Francis Bercades Senyoron, Cainta, Rizal. Cadet First Class, Carl Adrian Naga Gonato, Davao City. Cadet First Class, Tristan Balikas Maglambayan, Zamboanga City. Cadet First Class, John Joseph Vargas Saltarin, Legazpi City. Cadet First Class, Mar Steven Maramba Santos, Tuguegarao City. Cadet First Class, Charlie Main Gaki de Leon, Alaminos City.
Cadet First Class, Ariston Villasi Ramos, Bauco, Mountain Province. Cadet First Class, Zeth Lau Agustin, Etchage, Isabela. Cadet First Class, Christian J. Silva Calendacion, Ginobatan, Albay. Cadet First Class, Renmel Jayon Ventura Saison, Antipolo City. Cadet First Class, Gilier Sardoma Sabido, Lipa City. Cadet First Class, Sangkad Ngenhina Batalo Jr., Binayoyo, Ilocos Sur. Cadet First Class, Jason Lloyd Espana Libosada, Libungan, North Cotabato. Cadet First Class, Gary Ven Verano Lahara, Lipa City. Cadet First Class, Michael Nico Ragandan Centeno, 13 Martires City. Cadet First Class, John Leonard Bobis Fonte, General Trias, Cavite. And Cadet First Class, Hans Bernard Raro Roldan, Naga City. We shall now hear the valedictory address of Cadet First Class, Warren D.G. Leonor, Cadet Corps, Armed Forces of the Philippines.
To our Commander-in-Chief, His Excellency President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., sir, senior leaders of the government, Team PMA, other distinguished guests, members of PMA Madasigon Class of 2023 and their loved ones, the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines, mga minamahal naming kababayan, a pleasant morning to all of us. Over the past 4 years here in the Academy, our class had experienced the joys, triumphs, and fulfillment that come quite expectedly. Towards the end of our first year of training, we had to meet the unprecedented challenges brought about by the pandemic, as if losing 2 of our classmates early during our first year was not enough to break us, bodily and in spirit. The outbreak of the pandemic in 2020 was totally unexpected. For us plebes then, fresh from being severed from family, we were unable to celebrate our recognition day with our loved ones and make the most of our semestral breaks due to the surging COVID-19 cases. But these were small. Indeed, when compared to what many were going through in the country and throughout the world. We were fortunate in many other ways because we were given a rare privilege to be part of this journey of countless memories, enriched with more tales of courage and confidence born out of the pandemic. On a personal note, I wish to share my story in the hope that those among our youth may be inspired. Growing up, I witnessed the hardships born out of destitution. Numerous chances for me to participate in international competitions were skipped due to financial constraints. However, I never blamed my parents for our circumstances. I distinctly remember the moment they decided to sell our house, the place where my siblings and I spent our childhood and nurtured our ambitions, in order to support my sister's college education. Indeed, for me, lacking in something is but a temporary obstacle to achieving success. For while in the academy, I was privileged to experience many new things as one of its top-performing cadets. Sipag, tiyaga, at determinasyon ang naging susi sa pagbukas ng iba't ibang pinto ng oportunidad para sa akin. I had also witnessed my parents' father's commitment to serve our country as an enlisted member of the Philippine Air Force. Seeing him and other military personnel's discipline and devotion to serving our country at a very young age fueled my dream of becoming a military officer. Consequently, accepting the PMA challenge brought me closer to my aspiration. I am truly grateful to the Philippine Military Academy for molding us. For all our hardship and sacrifices, we should stop for once to take pride in what we have achieved. Indeed, I am proud to say that we, the PMA Mandirigmang may Dangal, Simbolo ng Galing at Pagbangon class of 2023, are now well equipped to render our services to our nation. We will continue to be guided by the PMA core values of courage, integrity, and loyalty in all our endeavors, particularly as we serve at the forefront of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. On behalf of the PMA MADASIGON class of 2023, I would like to extend our gratitude to all those who have helped us reach this point. First and foremost, our parents, who are our source of inspiration. You are the reason we strive for greatness, the reason we are eager to finish our journey here. Maraming salamat po. Personally, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to my beloved parents, retired Technical Sergeant Joel Leonor and Angelina Leonor. Mami, Daddy, para po sa inyo lahat ng ito, bunga po ito ng inyong mga sakripisyo para sa amin na ate. To my siblings, Ate Gladys and Ate Abby, ang tagumpay ng isa ay tagumpay nating lahat. Thank you for being my #1 support system, for not letting physical distance weaken our bond, and for always being there for me. To our mentors, professors, and upperclassmen, thank you for the valuable lessons that enabled us to survive the rigors of our cadetship. Maraming salamat po, ma'ams and sirs. To all our underclassmen, we are grateful to you for providing us with the opportunity to grow as leaders. Your remaining years in the academy will pass by quickly, so take it one day at a time. To our dear mistas who have departed, Cadet Darwin Dormitorio and Cadet Mario Telan Jr., you will forever be a cherished part of the MADASIGON class of 2023. We thank our Almighty Father for being the fount of all our blessings and whose benevolence kept us from faltering. We are secured knowing you have the best plans for our lives. And finally, to my fellow graduates, as we reflect on the hardships and victories we experienced during our stay in the academy, I hope that we realize their value and live our lives in accord with the knowledge and values imparted to us. Let us be leaders who relentlessly pursue the welfare of others, recognizing that there is always an opportunity to serve. To the Filipino people, we are ready to serve you. Marami pong salamat at mabuhay tayong lahat.
The officer in charge of the Department of National Defense, Senior Undersecretary Carlito G. Galvez Jr., will now declare the commission of the MADASIGON class of 2023.
Pursuant to Section 31 of the National Defense Act as amended, you are hereby commissioned second lieutenants or ensigns in the regular force armed forces of the Philippines. Congratulations.
We shall now witness the oath-taking of our newly commissioned officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. The Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines, General Andres C. Centino, Philippine Army, will administer the oath.
Sa mga bagong tiniente at ensigns ng Armed Forces of the Philippines, mangyaring itaas ang kanang kamay at sumunod sa aking bibigkasin. Ako si, sabihin ang inyong pangalan. Nang sabihin ang inyong tirahan. Na itinalaga sa katungkulan bilang sabihin ang inyong katungkulan. Ay taimpim na nanunumpa. Natutuparin kong buong husay at katapatan. Sa abot ng aking kakayahan. Ang mga tungkulin ng aking kasalukuyang katungkulan. At ng iba pang pagkaraan nito'y gagampanan ko sa ilalim ng Republika ng Pilipinas. Na aking itataguyod at ipagtatanggol ang saligang batas ng Republika ng Pilipinas. Na ako'y tunay na mananalig at tatalima rito. Na susundin ko ang mga batas. Mga utos na ayon sa batas. At mga dekreto na pinaiiral ng mga sadyang itinakdang may kapangyarihan ng Republika ng Pilipinas. At kusa kong babalikatin ang mga panagutang ito na walang anumang pasubali o hangaring umiwas. Kasiyahan nawa ko ng Diyos. Binabati ko kayong lahat.
The members of PMA Class 2023, after having been declared graduates of the Philippine Military Academy, are now alumni of this revered institution. They shall now take their oath of membership to the PMA Alumni Association Incorporated. To administer the oath is the chairman of the PMAAI, Cavalier Danilo A. Abinoja.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Having graduated from the Philippine Military Academy, hereby accept to be a regular member of the Philippine Military Academy Alumni Association Incorporated. I hereby solemnly swear to be a member in good standing, to abide by its articles of incorporation and bylaws, to follow the rules and regulations promulgated by the Board of Directors, to uphold the PMAAI Code of Ethics, and to live to the PMA ideals of courage, integrity, and loyalty. And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily, without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Welcome to the PMA Alumni Association. Congratulations.
The officer in charge of the Department of National Defense, Senior Undersecretary Carlito G. Galvez Jr., will now introduce our guest of honor and commencement speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you to
the National Defense Officer in Charge, Charlie Galvez. But before we go on, the troop commander, you will give the order of Tikas Pahinga. His Excellency, the Ambassador of Spain to the Philippines, Miguel Utray Delgado, the National Security Advisor, Secretary Ed Año, and the other cabinet members here present, Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief of Staff, General Andy Centino, and all the major service commanders, Philippine National Police Police Chief General Benji Acorda, Philippine Coast Guard Commandant Admiral Artemio Abu, and the Philippine Military Academy Superintendent Lieutenant General Rowen Tolentino, Baguio City Lone District Representative Marquez Go, Baguio City Mayor Benji Magalong, the officers, enlisted personnel, and civilian employees of the PMA, and perhaps the most important group that are here today, the parents and the loved ones of the PMA graduating class. The Cadet Corps of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, led by MADASIGON class of 2023, fellow workers in government, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my great honor to join you all here today as our proud nation welcomes the newest batch of military officers who now join the ranks of our brave and selfless soldiers and dedicate their lives to the cause of defending our republic. I thus convey and extend my warmest congratulations to this year's graduates of this august institution, the PMA MADASIGON class of 2023. It is both propitious and important that as I serve my first year as your Commander-in-Chief, I witness the reception into the fold of this 310-strong PMA batch that will now augment the capabilities of our armed forces. We have before us those who, out of approximately 28,000 others, have strived to now arrive at this commencement day. They have braved the rigors of physical and mental training for which the PMA is world-renowned. So I present now to our countrymen ang class na walang uwian at hindi sila makauwi ng 2 taon. Namimiss na kayo ng mga pamilya ninyo, pero pinagtiyagaan ninyo, kaya tayo nakaabot dito ngayon sa araw na ito. Levity aside though, we behold the PMA class of 2023. Ang mga Mandirigmang may dangal, simbolo ng galing at pagbangon, hence MADASIGON. You have been trained now to be prepared for the daunting challenges that await outside this fabled fort. You now continue your lifelong commitment to the nation. The true battles will now begin. Existing realities and the rapidly evolving security environment impel us to be always prepared for any and all threats that our country may face. Purveyors of criminality, insurgency, and terrorism are the great interlopers in our peaceful aspirations that undermine our peace and our stability and our march to prosperity in our sovereign domain and its environs. To this end, we are relentlessly pursuing the AFP modernization program through important military asset acquisitions and upgrades. We are also currently undertaking a comprehensive study to improve the social protection for our military and uniformed personnel. Just last week, I signed into law
the amendment to Republic Act number 11709, which aims to further strengthen the professionalization and merit system of our armed forces. Because of this, you now join a modern and professional organization which is now more effective and even more formidable vehicle for public service and nation building, and a continuing source of pride and self-fulfillment for the individual personnel. To the graduates, your courage, your strength and skills have made you fit and qualified for admission into the armed forces and for deployment into the actual theaters of operations. As you join the military's ranks, continue to fuel your undying commitment to genuine love for country and for public service. In all your tasks, diligently work for unity, respect for democratic ideals, institutions and mechanisms, and the rule of law. Keep close always the paramount ideals which you have imbibed in your time here in the Academy. As you march forward, hearts full of pride and vigor, remain humble in yourselves and honor those who have nurtured you right since the inception of all your budding dreams and aspirations. And that is why this day is also a day to honor your parents, your families, your loved ones, as well as your mentors and your peers. The gratitude and appreciation simply do not end with the kind words that you say, but in the deeds that you demonstrate to them and to the country from today. Henceforth, through your conscientious and responsible performance of your duties, you make them and everyone proud as fellow citizens of the Republic on which our peaceful and orderly society rests and of which we are all but individual actors. As your Commander-in-Chief, I will closely work with all of you, the future leaders of our armed forces, in our collective public service in building a stronger, more resilient republic. As you encounter challenges along the way, apply the hard-won lessons that you have learned while in the halls of the Academy, clinging to the values of courage, integrity, and patriotism. That way, you will never lose your way. Live up to the precepts that define your class identity, namely honor, excellence, and ability to recover, and help lead our nation towards the progressive and prosperous future that we all aspire for. Once again, kudos and congratulations to you all. Mabuhay ang PMA, mabuhay ang MADASIGON class of 2023. Mabuhay ang sandatahang lakas at ang Republika ng Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po at magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat.
At this point, the Superintendent PMA will present a memento.
In the grand tradition of the all commencement exercises of the graduating classes of the Philippine Military Academy, I am signing before you the pardon of punishment in observance of the time-honored tradition at this very important day. Okay.
At this point, the Superintendent PMA will present a memento to our guests of honor and speaker. The Rampart. The structure fronting the Borromeo Field called the Rampart was patterned after the fortified wall of the historic port of Intramuros, whose ground became the birthplace of the Philippine Military Academy. At this point, the outgoing brigade commander directs the graduating class to march off to form the long gray line.
The fights, the spirit that leads, the spirit that never gives up. This is who they are. They have trained, studied, and learned the boundless wisdom of their alma mater, building up to become the unwavering spirit that will soon lead the country. For the years to come, their class will be part of the heritage of this gallant institution that has made excellence as a way of life. The virtues of courage, integrity, and loyalty have strongly been formed to become an essential part of their kind. This is their contribution to our state and liberty of the Filipino people. They are the living legacy of what is known as the noble protectors of the land. Madasigon, Mandirigmang may Dangal, simbolo ng galing at pagbangon. Honor above excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, forming the long gray line, the members of the PMA Madasigon class of 2023.
Let us all stand for the singing of the alma mater song.
Please be seated. The new regimental commander leads the corps in giving 3 cheers.
Let us give 3 cheers. Those who will be leaving us behind. FF! FF! FF!
Likewise, the outgoing regimental commander leads the graduating cadets in giving 3 cheers to the corps.
Let us give 3 cheers to those that will be left behind. FF! FF! FF!
The new regimental commander orders the corps to pass and review. Ladies and gentlemen, passing in review before you is the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines. Led by the new regimental commander, Cadet First Captain Joshua Adrian Gonzalez from Polomolok, South Cotabato with his staff, Kay Gabayan from Davao City, Matthew Echage from Albay, Emmanuel Kibal from Batangas, Joshua Kabawatan from Ifugao, Renz Barbacena from Albay, Lancelot Reyeg from Daraga Albay, Sean Ponteos from Tacloban. The Philippine Military Academy Band, under the baton of Musicians Mate 2nd Class, Benji O. Tolentino, Philippine Navy. Excellence Battalion Commander, Ramon Mendoza from Batangas City with his staff, Calvin Oshal from Manila, Remar Amotan from North Cotabato, James Alberto from Parañaque City, Carl Yaban from Kalinga, Joseph Gapos Jr. from Nueva Vizcaya. Alpha Company Commander, Jade Tyrus from Misamis Occidental with his staff, Amica Casis from Nueva Ecija, Ronald Aca from Misamis Oriental, Alexis Pulmano from Taguig City. First Platoon Leader, Janel Japos from Agusan del Sur. Second Platoon Leader, Ilo Policarpio from Rizal, with their company First Sergeant Roncher Bernabe from Isabela. Bravo Company Commander Jeffrey Abarcar from Davao del Sur with his staff. El Orchaga from Caloocan City. Cyrus Alferez from Naga City. King Javier from Lipa City. First Platoon Leader Christopher Francisco from Zamboanga City. Second Platoon Leader Mark Frias from Sultan Kudarat. With her company First Sergeant Kian Peñaflor from Cavite. Chivalry Battalion Commander Vincent Verdera from Batangas with his staff. Kin Junio from Surigao del Norte. Joyce Candelario from Taguig. Ace Bangay from Davao del Sur. Ralph Roland Amarile Rodriguez from Zamboanga City. Arky Chinchontic from Misamis Occidental. Charlie Company Commander Steve Watin from Talisay City with his staff. Ken Goboli from Bacolod City. Rolando Edra from Isabela City. Ada Harina from Manila. First Platoon Leader Dexter Hinampas from Bohol City. RG Pakibot from Zamboanga del Norte with her company First Sergeant Kenneth Aurelio from Camarines Sur. Delta Company Commander Jake Frondozo from Coronadal City with his staff. Ney Bersabal from Butuan City. Sheen Lopez from Davao City. Carl Solomon from Quezon. First Platoon Leader Jude Belhano from Nueva Vizcaya. Second Platoon Leader Edisan at Villamayor from Malaybalay City with her company First Sergeant Josh Parunga from Nueva Ecija. As the callers pass in front of you, may we request everyone to rise and render the appropriate courtesy. You may sit down after the callers have passed. Ladies and gentlemen, the colors, led by its color officer, Cadet First Class John Tornea from Negros Occidental. Humility Battalion Commander Jake Mateo from Mountain Province with his staff. Chris Solomon from Nueva Ecija. Justin Abrasaldo from Bulacan. Lester Arsenal from Zamboanga Sibugay. Junrey Castillo from Sarangani Province. Crystal De Las from Occidental Mindoro. Echo Company Commander Einstein Basungit from Mountain Province with his staff. Nico Fajardo from Nueva Ecija. John Sumpay from Camarines Norte. Dan Camisura from Cavite. First Platoon Leader Jose Blanco from Quezon City. Second Platoon Leader Samuel Santos from Pangasinan with their company First Sergeant Jefferson Montoya from Batangas. Foxtrot Company Commander Ralph Papagayo from Ilocos Sur with his staff. Nera Taburasa from Digo City. John Mark Cruz from Cotabato City. Rosal Rosal from Zamboanga del Sur. First Platoon Leader Marlo Mauricio from Pampanga. Second Platoon Leader Reggie Intal from Cagayan de Oro with their company First Sergeant Jez Brione from Aurora. Dignity Battalion Commander Jubileo Balinte from Baguio City with his staff. Kirby Pepito from Mandawi City. John Calcitas from Davao City. Neriva Binag from Cagayan. Giselle Tong from Tuguegarao City. Desilan Egsan from Benguet. Golf Company Commander Emmanuel Barrios from Sarangani with his staff. John Alega from Samar. Kina Aliparo from Pampanga. Dale Red from Albay. First Platoon Leader Cedric Naconas from North Cotabato. Second Platoon Leader Arman Aviles from Bulacan with their company First Sergeant Roy Baran from Cebu. Hawk Company Commander Joven Modistano from Albay with his staff. Lulu Rizano from Batangas. Jay Garcia from South Cotabato. Christian Salamera from Aurora. First Platoon Leader Mark Solitario from Quezon City. Second Platoon Leader Turkey Embudo from Pasay City with their company First Sergeant Andre Escoto from Aurora.
Pangulo, tapos na po ang seremonya. Mga Pino, ang tabay salong. Alis! As! Sak! Ba! Mga Pino, harap sa kanan.
That concludes our commencement exercises for the PMA MADASIGON class of 2023. On behalf of the Superintendent, Lieutenant General Rowan S. Tolentino, Philippine Army, the Commandant of Cadets, Brigadier General Julius A. Tuminas, Philippine Army, and the Dean of Academics, Brigadier General Jose de Mar A. Poli, Corps of Professors, we thank the President and all of our guests for being part of another milestone in the history of the Philippine Military Academy. To our graduates, the members of the PMA MADASIGON class of 2023, congratulations and God bless. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay ang Republika ng Pilipinas.